When you know how much God is in love with you, then you can only live your life radiating that love. Never worry about numbers. Help one person at a time, and always start with the person nearest you. How can there be too many children? That is like saying there are too many flowers. Let us not be satisfied with just giving money. Money is not enough. Money can be got, but they need your hearts to love them. So, spread your love everywhere you go. God doesn't require us to succeed. He only requires that you try. Joy is a net of love in which you can catch souls. Each of us is merely a small instrument. All of us, after accomplishing our mission, will disappear. I prefer you to make mistakes in kindness than work miracles in unkindness. Do not think that love, in order to be genuine, has to be extraordinary. What we need is to love without getting tired. Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. The biggest disease today is not leprosy or tuberculosis, but rather the feeling of being unwanted, uncared for, and deserted by everybody. There's nothing more calming in difficult moments than knowing there's someone fighting with you. To keep a lamp burning, we have to keep putting oil in it. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Let us make one point that we meet each other with a smile. When it is difficult to smile, smile at each other. Make time for each other and your family. Holiness does not consist in doing extraordinary things. It consists in accepting, with a smile, what Jesus sends us. It consists in accepting and following the will of God. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. When you have nothing left but God, you have more than enough to start over again. There should be less talk. A preaching point is not a meeting point. What do you do then? Take a broom and clean someone's house. That says enough. We do not need guns and bombs to bring peace. We need love and compassion. Prayer is the mortar that holds our house together. Never be so busy as not to think of others. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. God does not require that we be successful, only that we be faithful. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. Every time you smile at someone, it is an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. If a mother can kill her own child, what is left for me to kill you and you to kill me? There is nothing between. The fruit of love is service, which is compassion in action. It's not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. If we want a love message to be heard, it has got to be sent out. To keep a lamp burning, we have to keep putting oil in it. People are unrealistic, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. Work without love is slavery. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Live simply so others may simply live. The fruit of silence is prayer. The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. The fruit of love is service, and the fruit of service is peace. Spread the love of God through your life, but only use words when necessary. I was once asked why I don't participate in anti-war demonstrations. I said that I will never do that, but as soon as you have a pro-peace rally, I'll be there. In the home begins the disruption of the peace of the world. Jesus said, "Love one another." He didn't say love the whole world. I have found the paradox that if I love until it hurts, then there is no hurt, but only more love. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build it anyway. We serve life, not because it is broken, but because it is holy. Everything that is not given is lost. Hungry for love, he looks at you. Thirsty for kindness, he begs of you. Naked for loyalty, he hopes in you. Homeless for shelter in your heart, he asks of you. Will you be that one to him? Love begins at home, and it is not how much we do, but how much love we put in that action. We think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked, and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for is the greatest poverty. We must start in our own homes to remedy this kind of poverty. Peace begins with a smile. Intense love does not measure, it just gives. I am a little pencil in God's hands. He does the thinking. He does the writing. He does everything, and sometimes it is really hard, because it is a broken pencil and he has to sharpen it a little more. One filled with joy preaches without preaching. It is not what to do, but how much love we put into the doing. We can do not greats, only small things with great love. When you don't have anything, then you have everything. Prayer in action is love. Love in action is service. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If you are humble, nothing will touch you, neither praise nor disgrace, because you know what you are. There are many people who can do big things, but there are very few people who will do the small things. Pain and suffering have come into your life, but remember, pain, sorrow, suffering are but the kiss of Jesus, a sign that you have come so close to him that he can kiss you. It is a poverty to decide that a child must die, so that you may live as you wish. One of the greatest diseases is to be nobody to anybody. It is not how much we do, but how much love we put in the doing. It is not how much we give, but how much love is put in the giving. Why can't there be love that never gets tired? The most important medicine is tender love and care. We learn humility through accepting humiliations cheerfully. Prayer is not asking. Prayer is putting oneself in the hands of God, at His disposition, and listening to His voice in the depth of our hearts. If we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. Love is a fruit in season at all times, and within reach of every hand. Some people come in our life as blessings. Some come in your life as lessons. I am not sure exactly what heaven will be like, but I know that when we die and it comes time for God to judge us, He will not ask, "How many good things have you done in your life?" Rather, He will ask, "How much love did you put into what you did?" Life is a game. Play it. A life not lived for others is not a life. Being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everybody, I think that is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. Words which do not give the light of Christ increase the darkness. If we pray, we will believe. If we believe, we will love. If we love, we will serve. I do not pray for success. I ask for faithfulness. He who is faultless does not care for the opinion of others. If I look at the Mass, I will never act. I want you to be concerned about your next-door neighbor. Do you know your next-door neighbor? Each one of them is Jesus in disguise. Love begins by taking care of the closest ones, the ones at home. Go out into the world today and love the people you meet. Let your presence light new light in the hearts of people. I don't do great things. I do small things with great love. The trees, the flowers, the plants grow in silence. The stars, the sun, the moon move in silence. Silence gives us a new perspective. We must know that we have been created for greater things, not just to be a number in the world, not just to go for diplomas and degrees, this work and that work. We have been created in order to love and to be loved. Without patience, we will learn less in life. We will see less. We will feel less. We will hear less. Ironically, rush and more usually mean less. Profound joy of the heart is like a magnet that indicates the path of life. Prayer makes your heart bigger until it is capable of containing the gift of God Himself. Prayer begets faith, faith begets love, and love begets service on behalf of the poor. In the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. When a poor person dies of hunger, it has not happened because God did not take care of him or her. It has happened because neither you nor I wanted to give that person what he or she needed. It is a kingly act to assist the fallen. People are generally irrational, unreasonable, and selfish. They deserve to be loved anyway. If you can't feed 100 people, feed just one. The greatest science in the world, in heaven and on earth, is love. We know only too well that what we are doing is nothing more than a drop in the ocean. But if the drop were not there, the ocean would be missing something. The way you help heal the world is you start with your own family. I'm a little pencil in the hand of a writing God who is sending a love letter to the world. The success of love is in the loving, it is not in the result of loving. Of course, it is natural in love to want the best for the other person, but whether it turns out that way or not does not determine the value of what we have done. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. There is a terrible hunger for love. We all experience that in our lives, the pain, the loneliness. We must have the courage to recognize it. The poor you may have right in your own family. Find them, love them. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. The hunger for love is much more difficult to remove than the hunger for bread. Be happy in the moment, that's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. Let no one ever come to you without leaving better and happier. I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things. Let us always meet each other with smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. The person who gives with a smile is the best giver, because God loves a cheerful giver. The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. A joyful heart is the normal result of a heart burning with love. She gives most who gives with joy. One truly must have suffered oneself to help others. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin.